Our next guests are both accomplished professional athletes who have combined their talents to start their own company called Meet My Melanin, a lifestyle brand that has conversations on racial topics and inspires people of color to be seen, heard, and known in all spaces. Please welcome live now the co-founders, Khamica Binghma and Cassandra Pascale. Good morning and congratulations. How are you both doing?
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
How did this whole idea come to be? How did you start up Meet My Melanin?
So last summer, kind of at the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, Khamica and I, we do regular check-ins during quarantine. It's a very lonely time. So we was one of our regular conversations. We just started to talk about some of the experiences that we had growing up and that we had seen in the track world, in the professional world, and said, like, a lot of these things are traumatic and a lot of these things are painful. And we can't be the only two people that have felt like this. So, and we didn't really see a place to share our stories or experiences or have conversations about it. So we said, if it doesn't exist, let's just build it.
Good for you. And how's it been going so far, Khamica? I know right now you're training for the Olympics on top of everything else. So how's the response been?
It's been really good. We saw a lot of support from local friends, family, and just the younger generation, like, of all people. So it's been really nice to see that things that we felt that we can share and amplify those Black voices and inspire, share, and heal together through the power of conversations.
And it's not just, you know, life in sports and what it takes to be an incredible athlete, but also what to do in the transition period afterwards. So what sorts of topics do you cover there?
We talk about everything that incorporates the development and the self-growth of somebody. So we talk about representation. We talk about especially anti-Black racism in sports, because we are both athletes. We understand how that process works in the sports industry. We talk about colorism. There's just a variety of things we want to touch on so that we can relate and help others reflect and heal all together.
Cassandra, do you feel like change is finally happening, that the groundswell movement with Black Lives Matter and the protests, do you feel like it's finally getting through?
I think we've just started to crack the surface. There's a lot of work to be done. And when you look at institutional and systemic racism, it's not an overnight change. I think we're seeing responses and we're seeing people being receptive to listen. But that's only the start of things until we see kind of widespread changes, which we'll see take years to really see the impact of of all of the efforts now. So yeah, it's starting, but we're not quite there yet.
What do you say to people who are watching right now? Leave them with some inspiration or advice.
I think just really and truly, like, you have to own your story, own who you are, and be true to yourself. I know, as for myself as a young Black woman growing up, it was sometimes difficult to own myself as a Black woman, and that for my message for all the people that look like me is to really truly love who you are and step out on faith and don't be afraid to be your own advocate.
Beautifully said. And we wish you the best of luck with training. I know you're having some bad weather there, so you're going to hold off on that for now, right, Khamica? You get to actually relax today? Well, you got up early for us.
Yeah, I mean, I get a day to relax today, yes.
Well, best of luck, and thank you both. Make sure you check it out, everybody. MeetMyMelanin.com. Love to both of you. Thank you for taking the time for us to share that today. Coming up, friends, Devo caught up with the cast of The Young Rock about what it's like to portray larger-than-life Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.